Okay, next, I would like to give time to Alan Ward. Okay, you all know him, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had some meetings. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the beginning, I already mentioned you.
Oh,
okay.
good.
So how about you just
jump in?
Yeah,
All right.
just
I'll take the baton.
jump in.
Like we're running a marathon. So thank you everybody for coming. Truly appreciate it. This has been I'm gonna pose for the camera too, just so you know. So what I do is I provide the overall administrative functionality of answering questions, meeting with students before they come to the program. Also, I help work directly with the grad school, and sometimes I work with the Office of International Relations with students who have like F1 visas. So students, I really like to book meetings with students. I have the booking site. It's quick and easy. You could book a time. That's a direct link to my website as well. So you could just book a time and sort of talk through your courses. One thing that our director spoke about was our area of expertise. Most of you may have already taken courses with some of these faculty members. So as some questions have come through on the chat, like I'm interested in machine learning, or I'm interested in like model selection or statistical computing, we have faculty with the area of expertise in those areas. And those will be some of the faculty that will be teaching the courses that you're taking, along with some will be assigned as your advisor. So you can ask them more in-depth course questions on, this is a course I'm thinking about taking. How do you think this will fit into my overall program? So I go through the part of this is how you apply. It's all on the website, but so once you complete your bachelor's degree, you can apply for the program. And we also have some minimum requirements when it comes to mathematical backgrounds, 2 semesters of calculus, 1 elementary non-calculus based statistics, 1 course in matrix algebra. And of course, we always open the floor up to any advanced mathematical degrees are encouraged to apply. That's anyone in the room or online. So the application requirements, this is just like we need your transcript. We do still do GRE scores for our program. It's a really good indicator to see the analytical strength of students that are applying to our program. We also ask for like your resume. There's an academic summary of purpose, and the grad school also has a personal essay that they've implemented into the graduate school process. One thing I like to stress is the idea of our application very says 2 academic references, which is 2 academic faculty members you've worked with. Then you can add more, you could add professional, but you at least do the 2 academic references, just so that we don't have to go back and reach out for more. So then also students with international students, the TOEFL or other scores are needed for the international program. And there's some standard exemptions for the students that might be online, where it's based on where the primary language is not English. So that's when the scores are needed. So again, a rundown, official GRE scores are needed. That's something that the graduate school will offer. There's an at-home version for the GRE scores. We still accept that as long as the graduate school does as well. The official scores have to meet the minimum requirements that you see here. And this is a graduate school standard for international students, not just a program standard. And then all this needs to be sent electronically to the graduate school using this institutional code. So this is just like formality of applying to the program. So this is like the fine print. Oh, do I meet a standard exemption? Well, you might. So this is for folks online. If the folks in here in the room are Cornell students, it may not be an issue at all. Folks online, if you need to meet one of the standard exemptions, when you're filling out the Apply website, it'll allow you to choose one of these where you can choose, okay, I do meet one of these standard exemptions. So these are the few, I probably won't go through them all, but you could see them and they're clearly written on our website as well and the graduate school website. So I'll keep the conversation down on this, but and these link directly to, so I can share the slides with everybody that's online and in the room as well. So folks asked online in chat, when is the deadline? Yes, the deadline is February 1st for February 2024 fall, February, or the fall semester of 2024. So that's when the next cohort of students will be selected. And we break down the first round and the rough idea when everyone will be notified. So in the early April, admission decisions may not be finalized till that May or early June. And we clearly try to emphasize this because it just causes confusion with the graduate school, sometimes us. If students don't interact with us with like the same email that they did the apply web with, it just causes total confusion with them, everybody involved. So communication from the program standpoint, either to me or to any other graduate school person, make sure you're using the email that you've filled out the application with on apply web. So there are some minimum support options for our program. So it's a blended program, and the idea where I'm talking to two cohorts here. One's I'll touch on the next slide. But with students coming internationally, there's some opportunities for TA and students in the room too. You might be able to TA or be a grader if you're looking for opportunities there. If you're a US citizen or a permanent resident, there's obviously loans. Or Cornell Bowers is our program, Cornell Bowers CIT Statistics Data Science. They offer a scholarship for one student. And just to be clear, this is for students coming to the program fully. It's not applicable to students who are doing the this program right here, the early admit. So it's unfortunate that it's not for both, but it is for students coming into the program. So, but the bonus here with the early admit program is for targeting maybe some more students in the online or that are in the room here today. So with the early admit, what this allows you to do is start the MPS program early as you're still an undergrad student. So you're eligible to roll if you have less than 8 credits, and our director spoke on this, I believe, earlier, and you meet the GPA requirements, which is usually not an issue. We upgraded our form process online. Hopefully it's upgraded. We saw how this went, so let us know if that goes well. But the form process online is you fill out your name and information, and you just say the classes you have left. Like these are the 8 credits I have left or 4 credits I have left. And then it's signed off by your current advisor, and then it's routed to us, hopefully. And then we sign off on it, and you upload your transcript and we review everything. So let's say, for example, you are interested in doing this program. Currently, you're in this room, you're a Cornell undergrad student, and you're interested in the early admit program. And say next spring, you're supposed to graduate, right? And this semester, you're wrapping up a bunch of courses. In spring 2024, you have less than 8 credits. Great. If you're interested, you can internal petition to us, which is an internal form. You tell us that form I mentioned before that you fill out online. It's reviewed with your current advisor, and then you show that you have less than 8 credits. And then we sort of map out the classes you can start taking as a MPS student. So then, this is fall, you complete your semester. You're still an undergrad student going into spring 2024, but now you're taking your little bit of leftover undergrad courses, as well as starting the MPS program as a Cornell undergrad student. So I think I have some examples, tiny print, but the color's fun. So I've been working with these to help some students get a rough idea, like, okay, what's the idea? So in this case, I'm trying to break down like an option 1 choice. These are what the courses we're trying to link to. So like if you're an option 1 student, which is the applied statistics degree, which our director spoke about, you take these courses, and then you don't have to take all these courses. You have a mix of the required courses you have to take. Then you have a bunch of other approved electives that you can take as well. And you're welcome to work with your advisor to see if there's any other courses that may be something that you're interested in and has enough statistical components to count as an other approved elective. Then we have statistical electives, which we have listed on our website. And again, if you find one and it's approved by your advisor and the director of the program, that could also possibly count as a statistical elective. So somebody taking the option 1 approach to our program would still fill the requirements of the required courses in red. And then you would also fulfill 12 statistical electives, 12 statistical credits. This would allow you to get up to, as the director mentioned before, the 30 credits needed in the program. This is just one example of, say, somebody starting in the spring, like a Cornell undergrad student with a couple credits left undergrad. Their undergrad credits aren't on there. And then they could roll into that fall semester and complete the program as a graduate student. So here's just a view of like option 2. Same courses you mentioned before that we tried to link to as well. There's some courses, this is where it's helpful to map out your courses and what you want to take. And this is the traditional approach, I say, coming in the fall semester. This is just looking at it from an option to what classes should I take now approach. So if you look at it like this, there's some classes that are only offered in the fall. And that's like 50-60, which we're offering right now. And in this case, if you take option 2, you only need to fulfill 4 more statistical electives along with the required credits of the program. So it's a good way of blending the data science approach to the program and taking the statistical electives, even though you're filling it out with the option 2. And I like to map it out so you get a rough idea how to plan out your semesters going into the program. And basically, this is on our graduate school website as well. We're just trying to break it down saying, you know, the learning outcomes of the program, MPS students, they should have, and we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like demonstrate mastery of basic statistical theories and models, develop proficient in the use of statistical software, and then achieve breadth and diversity of knowledge through elective courses. So you can take more than the minimum. You can take up to 22 credits, a heavy credit load, but there's some credits you can audit for too. So if you just want to get connection to other courses, you can audit courses that just won't apply to your 30 credits you need. But if you only need 30 credits, you can take additional courses as well. And so I think we ended on number 4 here, demonstrate the ability to creatively use statistical methods to solve real world problems. That's where the project course is a really great example of mixing like project management with a team and also with your advisor and with a client. So you're working with a real world client. So it's truly ideal for us. And obviously that's where number 5 comes in, teamwork. And then demonstrate proficiency in the oral communication. That's where the presentation skills come in, from the poster sessions to presenting to your client, to presenting to the team members on your team as well. So I think I fast forwarded to mine. Oh yeah, so back to the booking. This goes directly to the booking. So if you do want to book a booking, we could break down your current course load, what you're thinking about taking now. If you're mapping this out like semesters ahead, like if anyone's here super early, we can map it out far ahead as well. So name, phone number, text, call, email, and link to bookings.